Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling.
Hey, Dad.
Every day I'm
This is
hustling.
Dolby.
Every day I'm
No matter
hustling.
what nobody say, man. Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another breaking news edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and we are back to report some breaking news as Errol Spence takes to his Twitter and announces that a possible retirement looms. I think that this particular Instagram and tweet that he put out has to do with how he's feeling in terms of the accident. We'll get to the words in just a minute. But if you don't know, now you know. We are live and we're talking the welterweight division and the possibility that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford may never fight each other due to the trajectory of one Errol Spence. It could be just too big for the division, having to move up, or the latest that he is thinking of possibly retiring. Now, at 12:49 a.m. today, so in the wee hours of the morning, he definitely took to his social media and he had this to say. I'll go ahead and screen share that with the community. And he said, "Tell you the truth, I could have retired after my accident and been good. I'm here for a good time, not a long time." Upside down laughing emoji, well, rather smiling emoji with two laughing out loud emojis. So one has to question, what could this possibly mean? Obviously, sounds like he's letting us know he could have easily retired without having a comeback fight. But it also sounds like he's telling us he still has retirement on the mind, that this isn't something he plans on doing forever, that he does value that family life that was possibly taken or could have been taken from him due to the severity of this accident. So this definitely puts a hamper and the Crawford fight in jeopardy without a doubt. If Errol retires, he's probably going to retire facing Al Haymon PBC fighters. And if Errol moves up, he's probably going to face Al Haymon PBC fighters. This really not looking like great news for us, the boxing fans that really wanted this welterweight super fight. Now, I don't know if you guys have been following Errol on his social media and what you exactly think of this, but this is the tweet. It is on his verified Instagram. This is what he is saying. So the question I'm asking you guys is he serious? Is he really contemplating retirement? Is this what's on his mind already? Or is this just a way to stir the pot? Kind of get Terence and Terence's fans upset at the possibility of Terence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence not getting in the ring to settle their differences. that's the question. You know, he could be talking about, you know, not being here for a long time in this division. You know, is he not talking outside of boxing? Is him saying that he won't be here for a long time just specific to his division, meaning that he's willing to move up, that he's thinking of moving up? Or is it retirement? Because he used that word. I could have retired after my accident and been good, meaning I could have been financially good. I don't need any money. You know, I didn't need more money. I did it because people thought I was done. I did it to prove to you guys that I wasn't done. Then he goes on to say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. What exactly does that mean? Does fighting the best mean good time? Does fighting the legend Pacquiao mean good time? Does continuing to do pay-per-views mean good time? Or is it like the butt tenders like to tease? Is it playing with the horses? Is playing with the horses a good time? What exactly is I'm here for a good time? This is open for interpretation. Me assuming that he may retire obviously doesn't make it 100%, but it damn sure sounds like he's contemplating early retirement. And you gotta wonder, will there be time to give us that super fight with Crawford? If not, what would Errol Spence's legacy be if he doesn't fight his nemesis in the division? His, you know, the kryptonite to his fight, right? Everybody thinks it is Crawford that can get this win. You know, that he's ducking Crawford, that he's avoiding the fight, that he's taking the easier route, that he's handling his side of the street. How will Spence's legacy live up if this fight doesn't happen? If he's too big for the division? If he's done with the sport? How does this fight happen? So once again, man, very interesting statement from Errol Spence at the wee hours of the morning, letting us know, and I quote from his verified Instagram, "Tell you the truth, I could have retired after my accident and been good. I'm here for a good time, not a long time." And the truth of the matter is, he could have retired after that accident. No one would have been upset. No one would have thought of him as ducking, you know? This guy is so hell-bent on proving people wrong that he had no tune-up. First time, he had no tune-up. First time, you know, after such a horrendous accident, horrific, tragic, he went in there with no tune-up. Did that take something from him? Was it a little bit more than what he was expecting? What's going to happen in the welterweight division if Errol Spence Jr. retires and doesn't give us that super fight? Does Terence 1B automatically become 1A and elevates himself just sheerly off the fact that there's no one to contest him? Must he face a Sean Porter if Earl's no longer in the division to really give him that shine, you know, to christen him a true welterweight? Because if he doesn't get to fight Earl, how does he prove his greatness? You know, and we'll get some bud fellas that'll tell us, hey man, he's already done that in divisions below, and we get all that. But we're talking 147, the welterweight division, the creme de la creme, the true division for riches and fame and popularity. You know, the welterweight division can make or break you. It's the division that the casual fans remember as that Floyd Mayweather division. You know what I mean? These men have an opportunity to truly make a statement here. But statements like these, saying that you could have retired after your accident, it is gonna have some of these fight fans questioning themselves as to whether or not we can get this fight. And this is breaking news. Earl just said this on his Twitter, and I quote, "Tell you the truth, I could have retired after my accident and been good. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. A good time, not a long time." Now, does a good time mean fights with Pacquiao and Spence? Those sound like good times for us. Those sound like good fights for us. Does that mean a good time, or is a good time Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia fights where, you know, they're big money fights, they attract fans, but it's an easier fight for Errol Spence? What exactly does good time mean? And does not a long time mean that he is retiring? Does he truly want to go ride horses and things the way the Bud fellas are trying to, you know, paint it out to be, as if Earl, you know, rather go play with the horses than actually fight and defend his titles? If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. This is just a little quick breaking news show, as, you know, we're just doing our job here to get the hustle on. We also got a 7 p.m. Eastern time Untitled show on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. If you haven't already, dropped your question for Patreon and the Untitled show. You could do that by heading over to patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. And if you haven't already hit that thumbs up button, go ahead and do so. Help us get visible to the eyes of other boxing fans that want to talk some boxing. Maybe there's some other people out there that are wondering what this cryptic message from Errol Spence Jr. means exactly. Does this mean retirement, or is this just a shot at Terence, a tease to scare him, to have him thinking that maybe Earl can't stay in the division too long, that maybe the opportunity of an Errol Spence fight isn't within grasp? Is this just Earl playing mind games with Terence Bud Crawford? Honestly, I didn't think this is what we were going to read. Coming a week off of his pay-per-view, why are we reading that he's possibly retiring? Why are we reading that? I think there's another article floating around about 2-3 more fights, and he's got to move up to 150 as well. So that Errol Spence fight versus Terence Crawford slowly losing its life. And we can barely see the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to that fight anymore. Between horses, between opposite sides of the street, between each other measuring who has done more, this fight is being pushed further and further away. Question is there a bigger fight out there for the two? If we can't get this and Earl does retire or moves up, what supplements this fight? What fight out there has us forgetting about this? I mean, Gamboa was supposed to fight Brandon Rios, and that didn't happen, and eventually he fought Terence Crawford. That was a big fight. What is out there for Earl and Crawford alike, not named each other? We got Big Super Mex that says, man, all this means is that Errol Spence was chilling on his ranch, thinking about life, listening to George Strait like every other Texan. Okay. So you just think he's reflecting. You don't think retirement is imminent. You think this is tongue-in-cheek. I tell you, I like to see some tongue-in-cheek where he's saying, I'm going to go ahead and beat up Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? We got sound bites of him saying other things about other fighters. We just need him to come at Terence now.
I'm gonna go ahead and beat up Danny Garcia.
Hey, Daddy, this $1 bill.
You can take out that green jacket because I just took your bill.
It's fly,
you can't
baby.
even set out an arena. The only reason y'all pay per view because you fight me. So you sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. You will not be fighting on pay per view one for me.
Brandon in the chat. Brandon in the chat says he said he got 2 to 3 more fights and he's moving up. What am I talking about? I'm talking about his verified Twitter. I'm talking about this verified Twitter that states that he's contemplating retirement. This is what I'm talking about, Brandon. Where you been at? Under a rock. That's why you follow TBV, because we make it so that you don't have to follow every fighter on social media and see everything that they say. But these words right here, these sound like retirement words. Tell you the truth, I could have retired after my accident and been good. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. What do you think that means, brother? You know, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm reading too much into his words, cool. But it sure don't look that way. Sure don't look that way, man. We need something, man. Now, we got tweets. We got other tweets out here from Earl. You know, this one here says probably 3 more fights before I move up. All right, let's do the math. 2-3 more fights. Pacquiao, Thurman. Is it Crawford the last one? Or is it Pacquiao, Thurman, Porter rematch? Which one is it? 2-3 more fights and he moving up. Who's he gonna move up to face? Who's he gonna move up to face? You know, we're going through the comments. Someone here said Thurman, Pacquiao, Crawford. You know, who's he gonna move up to face if it's 2 more fights? And again, this tweet, it comes a little bit after the other tweet, right? This one is at 12:49 a.m. This one is at 1:05 a.m. So maybe retirement, like he suggested, was a thing that he contemplated or they could have done, isn't a thing that's on the forefront of his mind. Instead, just letting you know how he felt overall and what he could have done, being as though he went through a horrendous accident. Maybe this isn't him letting us know he can retire or that he wants to retire. Maybe this is just him clearing the air, letting us know, like any other normal human being might not be back in this position talking about having this super fight. Any other normal human being may be rehabilitating, may be afraid to step in the ring. Many people thought that he wasn't even going to react the same. So that's where we're at, man. We're at these tweets. Him telling us, tell you the truth, I could have retired after my accident and been good. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm going to tell you one thing, as a boxing fan, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to agree that a good time would be him and Crawford. And not a long time? Shit, getting it done at 147. Don't wait a long time. How about that? Yeah, I'm looking at the laughing emoji. I mean, what you trying to tell me, Dream Chaser? Does an upside down laughing emoji have some sort of hidden definition that I don't know about? Because the only thing weird about this message would be the 2 laughing out loud emojis with this upside down face emoji. But he says, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. He letting you know, I got the bread. I am the big fish. I don't need 20 more fights. I'm good already. I've made back-end pay-per-view money 3 times. I'm on pay-per-view 3 times. I'm the big fish. I could have been retired. I'm telling you the truth. I didn't need to do this. I'm doing it to prove to you guys that I'm blessed, that it's a miracle, man. That's how I look at this, man. That's really how I look at it. You know, I hope I'm not reading too much into the tweet and there isn't anything about retirement. I hope we do get this Crawford fight. Yeah, I hope he just woke up at 1 a.m. and felt like talking, man. You know what I mean? But the words retirement, accident, being good financially, those are all retirement talk, man. That's all retirement talk. So I'm going to open up the phone lines and see what you guys think. We might be back with another little Devin Haney, Rolando Romero show. Things are heating up on that end. And if not, you can catch us right here at 7 p.m. Eastern for patreon.com/The Boxing Voices episode of Untitled.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
All right. You know you can add Nesta Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. We're going to go on out to our phone lines in Las Vegas. Caesar, what's going on?
Hello.
What up, champ?
What's good, man? Yo, man, thanks for another show, man. You killing it, bro. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about this tweet, man. I see the way you're seeing it, but man, I just think Earl's just talking. Cause I mean, wasn't he all about unifying the division and you know, talking about fighting Canelo and all this stuff? Like, I feel like he can't really be talking about retirement, or at least can't be serious about it, if he's still got to unify. There's 2 more belts out there he needs. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I totally agree with you, man. The question is, does he really want those belts, man? You know, you said it. You said it. It was all about unifying. The energy was slightly different, you know? The energy was strap season and man down. And now it's big fish and pay-per-views. So, you know, this is where we are, man. This is where we are, and truly we just have to see where we're going to end up being when it comes to this fight, man. Just seems a bit difficult to get this fight over the hump, without a doubt, you know. Definitely becoming one of those super fights, man. You know, it seems like you can't have a super fight without having some bad or rough negotiations. You know what I mean? If you got those rough negotiations, then you got yourself a super fight. You know, it can't go smooth and be a super fight, I guess. But looks like we're going to get one of my co-hosts to join me here. You know, and we're going to keep taking phone calls. Don't forget you can add us on Skype, Nesta Gibbs on Skype, to be part of the conversation. Doyen, what's going on, champ? We live. We talking Errol Spence's recent tweets, where to me it sounds like he possibly talking retirement, letting people know like, yo, I could have retired and I didn't after the accident. I mean, did you see these tweets? It was around 1 a.m. this morning. I don't know if you peeped that.
Yeah, I seen the tweets. That just coming off the back of all these successful pay-per-views that he's been doing, and that's that same being comfortable, right? I think he's comfortable with the money that he has made. There's more to be made, but yeah, if you're comfortable, you can talk like that, man. That's that comfortable money talk. Like, I'm good. I don't need to do this anymore. You know what I'm saying?
So you interpreted it that way, like I don't need to do this anymore, cause
yeah.
So you are thinking retirement. I'm thinking retirement too, like, cause it's strange, right? At 12:49, he says, you know, I don't need to do this. I could have retired. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And then at like 1:05, turns around and says, I got 2-3 more fights left. So
and stuff like that. So I mean, like I said, I'm a fan of both fighters, and I know both fighters.
You know. So it's really about that, man.
Yeah.
Where you stand with it?
Listen, for Earl to say that he's gonna retire is crazy, but I think he's letting the fans know that he's not one of them fighters that needs to fight until he's 40, 45. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's comfortable right now. He's made enough smart investments to if he was to step away right now, he'll be fine. But he knows he got more fights in him. He knows he got more goals he must achieve, like being undisputed and possibly having that cash-out fight with Canelo, man. I mean, getting Manny Pacquiao on your resume is also a good one. There's nowhere for him to go yet, but, you know what I mean, being the one that's carrying all the big numbers and stuff, it becomes tiring sometimes when, you know, dudes are calling you out and not realistic, so.
Yo, and if you know, that's like our culture, Dominicans, you know what I'm saying? Like, people like farming. They like being on their land, not being bothered.
That's a Jamaican vibe, man. He got a big ass land in Jamaica.
Dealing with your animals and stuff like that. And maybe he's just, like you said, comfortable. You know what I mean? Now, what do you think of the legacy though? If he only got 3 more fights, what's his 3 last fights got to be in order to fucking I don't know, come out on top?
The 3 names that we talked about: Pacquiao, Canelo, Crawford. Whatever order you want to say it in, those 3 names right there definitely will solidify that career. You know what I'm saying? Those are the 3 biggest names right now in boxing. That's in around his weight division. Would you agree or disagree with that?
So you saying next who? I want to hear your lineup.
Next would be Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
Then it would, for me, I would say to like my head, no, my heart's telling me to go Canelo then Crawford, but that comeback might be too much for him to go up to 60 and come back to 47 and fight Crawford, but you don't want to give up that money opportunity. So that's where I'm at a crossroads. I'm not sure. What would you do?
For me, it definitely got to be Pacquiao, Canelo. Then you think about coming back for Crawford. Canelo, the money is just too big, you know.
But do you think that move up and down is gonna hurt him? Like
it wouldn't matter if you only got 2-3 fights. 2-3 is Pacquiao, Canelo. That third one is maybe Crawford. You know what I mean? So if you only got 2-3 more, you go ahead and you do definitely the Pacquiao and the Canelo without a doubt. You got to. You know, it doesn't make any sense to do it any other way, financially.
I mean, a lot of people would say, "Oh, do Canelo last and then right off in the sunset." But I mean,
you can't because if you risk losing the Crawford, you lose the Canelo fight. If you lose the Canelo, you don't lose the Crawford fight. You lose some luster. You lose some luster on the Crawford fight, but you don't lose the Crawford fight if you lose the Canelo. We got a few super chats here. We got let the truth be heard. All he's telling you is that he's got money. If he wanted to quit, he could have quit. But until then, I'm going to bust heads. 3 more heads or 2, maybe 3. 2, maybe 3. Not a bunch of heads. Just 2, maybe 3. We got LV Slugger with a super chat. He says, more worried about #wrench season rather than #strap season. Either 1 or 2 on most pound for pound rankings. #dare to be great. Yo, you're the Spence fan, man. How do you feel about that, bro? They calling them wrench season now. Now they calling it #wrench season.
You know what's so funny about that? When everybody starts out their career, they started their career hoping to fight as long as they can. But sometimes when you get to your goal a lot faster than you need to, I mean, why take the unnecessary hits if you don't have to? You know what I'm saying? Why take the unnecessary fights if you don't need to? And clearly, in my opinion, Errol Spence has reached that financial goal, that number that he had in his mind, that he can talk like this, man. He can talk that comfortable talk, you know? He can do the bro and take 2-3 years off and not worry about it. You know, that type of talk.
You know, a lot of people saying, yo, retirement, what the hell, y'all crazy?
You might hear Danny start talking like that after this Errol Spence check.
Yo, but people saying that we crazy because we interpreting this tweet as retirement, but SOG is how old? He was born in 84.
SOG, when he walked away, he was what, 33, I think, 34?
Exactly. And if Earl right now is 30. 2 more fights next year, he's 31 going on 32. That third fight, he's 32, about to turn 33. That's not a bad age to retire. It's not a bad age, especially if you did all you feel you needed to do. You know, what accolades you need to retire, that's up to you. You know, there's going to be fans that argue and debate, oh, well, he only did this and this one did that. But again, if he's good, he's good. We got a super chat from Christoph who says, what up, Chizzy? He said 2-3 more fights before I move up. That's true. That's true. His tweets are a little bit cryptic, right? We'll screen share the two tweets in question. They come minutes behind each other. This is the one talking retirement at 12:49 on December, which is today, a.m., right? He says, tell you the truth, I could have retired after my accident and been good. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But then he has this one at 1:05 a.m., same day, slightly after, and he says probably 2-3 more fights before I move up. So how are you interpreting it, man? Because it was what, minutes apart? We're talking maybe 10, 20 minutes each difference in time, and he's saying two different things. In one, he's telling you he could retire and he could have retired. In another one, he's telling you 2-3 more fights in the welterweight division before he goes to 54. So how are you interpreting this truly? Is he really talking retirement? Is he just playing mind games with his possible opponents?
Yeah, he's just letting them know that you know what I'm saying, he's making the moves. There will be no pressure. There will be no you have to fight this person. Yo, I retire right now. Y'all talking about I need to fight. I can retire right now and be cool. But you've heard many fighters say that before. You know what I'm saying? Canelo has talked to retirement talks pretty early already, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, man, probably 2-3 more fights before I move up. Yeah, before he goes to 154 or 160, because the 147 division at that point would have been cleaned out in 2 to 3 fights. I mean, when you beat Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford, would you consider cleaning out the division? Or no?
I mean, if you beat Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman, you cleaned out the division. I mean, not everybody could get every last bowling pin. You understand?
So Thurman's more significant than Crawford?
It's not that Thurman's more significant than Crawford. It's just that Thurman's still on that list. He's still top 10. And if you took out 5 people out of the top 6 and you're missing one, people are going to say, yo, it's not over, don't move up. But at the end of the day, you beat more people in the division than any other man. You hold more of a stake to cleaning out the division than anyone else. Danny definitely cannot say he cleaned out the division when he lost to 3 out of the top welterweights. Porter can't say that he cleaned out the division when he lost to Thurman. You understand? And only beat Danny, but then lost to Earl. You can't say that. If he goes and beats Crawford, now he's 2 for 2, and he's like, well, I can make a case. Give me my rematch, and I'll be the one cleaning out the division because I beat Crawford and I beat Danny. But the only one that got an argument is like, bro, I beat Peterson, I beat Porter, I beat Danny, I'm going to beat Pacquiao, I'm going to beat... he cleaned out the division. Yeah, people going to have their own interpretation of that. They're like, oh, you crazy. Yo, Thurman's on the sick list. He ain't cleaning out nothing. You can say whatever you want. There's 10 names in the division, okay? There's 10 names on the top 10, and if you beaten 5 to 6 out of them names, you cleaned out the division,
I agree with that 100%. I mean, when you put it like that, it makes more sense because, I mean, it's about the names that you've beaten, and because I guess Crawford hasn't really beat any names in the welterweight division, beating him can't really give you a stake to clean out the division, right?
I mean, beating him definitely gives you a stake to cleaning out the division. You trippy right now. You're definitely gonna get credit for beating Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? And you'll probably get the ultimate credit for beating Terence Crawford. Versus beating Thurman and Pacquiao, right? Like, I think if he does it backwards, he could gamble. He could gamble maybe and say, look, let's stake our claim in Crawford and get that fight first to force the Pacquiao fight. But that might not work. That might backfire. You go in there and the two young studs face each other for an opportunity to face the legend, and the legend looks at you guys like, hell no, look at that shit. That was a dust up for real. I'm gonna go take the Mikey Danny route and go out on a swan song like Floyd did with Berto. You know what I mean? So it might never go your way, man. That's why you got to do what's best for you when you in charge, and that's why everybody that becomes the A side starts acting like the A side, because now they in the driver's seat. We got another super chat from Christoph Chizzy. What up? He says,
I think he's just saying he could have retired after the accident and would have been set, but he pushed through it. Period.
He definitely pushed through it.
Exactly. After the accident, I mean, I think after the Sean Porter pay-per-view, he clearly made enough money. You know what I'm saying to be all right.
I mean, he bought a ranch after that. We ain't start seeing horses and shit till after that pay-per-view.
After all the doctor's bills and all that stuff and all what he had to pay, he had enough money to buy a ranch and all this stuff. Yeah, he must have had to pay.
Yeah, man.
So shout out to him, man. Shout out to these guys understanding the importance of walking away from the sport with all your faculties and all your money. You know what I'm saying? Making the right moves business wise and fighting the right fights legacy wise. Shout out to them, man, at a young age, understanding that, you know?
Another super chat from Chizzy, who says, but he does confirm he's not going to be 39 and still fighting.
That's my point. That's what he's saying.
But this the thing. It's probably more what you and I believe. Like, yeah, he said 2-3 more fights, I'm moving up. But who's he really going to fight? His stablemate? What's he going to do? Make Derek James choose between the two of them like Derevyanchenko and Daniel Jacobs did Andre Rozier? You understand? There's not much up there at 54 for him to do. You know,
he's hoping at that point that he moves up to 60, Ma moves up to 68. So
that's a lot of hoping.
The ladder.
A lot of hoping and wishing. A lot of hoping and wishing. But don't get me wrong. If they was on top rank, that's exactly how it would be. Because you see Valdez and Shakur. They move up, but they never in each other's way. We going out to Wisconsin. Adrian, what's going on?
What's good, man? Honestly, some text messages, they at 1 o'clock in the morning? Earl probably had a few drinks or something, sitting back, chilling, talking shit. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. We all know
how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? He don't even drink anymore.
I do my best, but
okay.
My best wasn't good enough.
I'm just saying, bro. That's just talk is just talk. Earl laid back, want to do what he want to do. He's not going to let anyone tell him what to do. He kind of been that way the whole time. So, he's just going to do his thing and pick the fight. Besides Pacquiao, he's going to pick the fight who he wants to fight when he wants to fight for the most part. So, it is what it is.
Who you fighting?
Who you fighting, though? Say that for Saturday, though, man. You
better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
Mitty told me to play that. We going out to New Orleans. JT, what up?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. We're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
What's up, people?
What up?
Errol Spence. I don't know, man. I think he said he could have retired after that car accident because it was a reality check. I think he went through his down stage and getting back in shape. Healing all that and stuff like dealing with them teeth and all that. But I think he said 3 more fights, then he move up. I want to see him at 54, man. And I think he a man of his word. I think he's going to fight Bud at 47. He in one of them third fights. And I want to see what he do at 54, I hate that Jamal Charlo and him are stablemates, but that's an exciting fight. I would like to see him, but I'm a fan.
Yeah,
so
but other than that, give me another one because that's hard to make. Give me one more at 54.
He go fight Rosario. He's go fight Julian Williams. He beat him in the amateurs. He can fight I don't know, Tony Harrison, Lara, names like that. I think they still gonna be swimming.
I don't know, man. I mean, listen. Terence Crawford, undisputed 140, moved up and fought Jeff Horn and Benavidez, and we not happy, right? Like, we tried to clown him and say those ain't relevant names. If Earl fights Crawford or doesn't, if he doesn't fight Crawford, Francis, and moves up to 54 to fight guys like Harrison and whoever and William, people will murder him.
Dub. He's a dub for that.
And then let's hypothetically assume he does fight Crawford. Why would you fight Crawford and all of a sudden move up to 54 to fight Julian Williams and Jason Rosario, who got knocked out by a jab? Like, I get you. Those are good fights in theory, like on paper. But what do they do for Earl? What do they do? Like, why am I moving up to 54 Al to fight Julian Williams? Man, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on his horse. You understand? We going out to Superman. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, that's it. That's it. You good. You good.
Nah. Go ahead, champ.
No, I was gonna say that he there's no way, like, unless there's a belt and big money at 154 against Julian Williams, that'd be the only way I see him fighting him. I mean, that would mean that Mel would get the Texture fight, unify. I mean, become undisputed, move up to 60, drop all the belts, and Errol has the belts there to go pick up. But then again, like, how much money he's gonna really make along the way doing that? You know what I'm saying?
Super chat from KDDR. He says, Bud predicted this when he stepped to Big Fish, Errol Spence, in person. You can't be the boogeyman. And you can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him. Let's bet $1 million. When I stop him, you're going to say he was weak and stayed at 47 too long. Hey, he did say that. I remember that. Yo, I remember that. But, you know, look. They got to hurry up and make the fight. Let me go on out to Errol Spence, captain of the Errol Spence fan club right here.
BoxingVoice.com.
Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what up, Ness? How do I sound?
You good.
Yo, so check this out, man. I do think you guys are reading a little too into this, but it's cool, you know, give the Bud fellas a little something to try to pretend to be excited about. If you listen to the George Strait song, though, it says, I live life every day with the glass half full, not empty. Not worried about the past because I wake up knowing it could be my last. It's just a lot. It's basically saying I'm not gonna worry about the negativity or what people gotta say because life's too short, man. That's all it is. He's a Texas boy. We love George Strait. He's probably out there, you know, maybe sipping a little Jack Daniels, thinking about all he went through in the last year, and was like, look, man, fuck the hate. I'm here to enjoy life. Life is too short. Although I do agree, at this point, we don't see anybody who he could fight at 154, but 2 to 3 fights could be a year and a half from now, so the landscape could change dramatically. You never know who could emerge between now and then. But, I would imagine it's 147, then you'd have to immediately do that super fight with Canelo if he even comes back to 160. But that's my call, champ.
Yo, 2-3 more fights. 2-3 more fights. Give me the names in the order.
If I could have it my way, you do Pacquiao, Crawford, and then give Porter his well-deserved rematch and keep it moving.
Yeah, I don't like this shit. That was whack. That was whack, champ. That was whack.
Cut it.
He said Pacquiao, Crawford, Porter rematch?
Nah, champ.
You wildin'. You ain't put Canelo in there, man. You wildin' right now, bruv. For real.
Call me now.
1-425-569-5241.
Call me now.
Yo, Miss Cleo was from Jamaica?
Call me now.
Nah, but she was trying to pretend to be, though.
Yo, King Born from Jamaica. What up?
King Born, you good? What up?
When you see old dirty bastard form a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your.
Hey, yo, you hear me? King Born can't talk. We going to Stone Bone Boxing. What up?
What up?
Yeah, man, I just want to hear how you gonna beat Bud or what you gonna do to Bud. You know what I mean? All of that. And let's be honest. Earl, ask Paul Williams, could he retire after the wreck, or could that wreck have retired him? So you need to look at that a little bit different. That wreck could have retired you. You know what I mean? I know you was good and the money was straight, But that wreck could have literally retired you versus the other way around, you retiring from the sport on your own free will and accord. So appreciate what you went through. Talk about what you want to go through. And the 3 fights, I would say, if it's welterweight, do Pacquiao, then go ahead and lose to Bud.
Don't say that for Saturday, though, man.
Yo.
My bad.
Oh, you good. Okay. Yeah. Pacquiao, Bud, and after you lose to Bud, he could rebound against Keith Thurman, and then he can move up. Nobody, you know what I mean? He can do whatever he wants to then. But listen, if he move up to 54 like Francis and them want, if Jamel dropped the belts, he only get to fight for one belt. He don't go fight a unified champion unless Jamel lose, and then he challenge the person who beat him. But if he win the belts and vacate them, them belts go 4 different ways. And if Earl like
cut it,
Yo, why Stoneball love the backhanded compliment? He the best at that. I'm telling you.
Yo, is this real though? Is this real? This Errol Spence thing is real, or did he say is this? Cause it say 17 hours ago on Yella Beeza's Instagram. So
yeah,
you know,
that's real.
Maybe Earl did make these tweets because he was feeling himself. He was out with Yella Beeza, and you know,
he hasn't really celebrated, so he took a little celebration.
Yeah.
You know?
So maybe the soda had a little bit too much sugar in it, and that's why these tweets came out the way they came out. I'm trying to let me see if I can screen share this here without showing.
He was also running last night too, by the way. So he
probably
was really.
Oh,
yeah,
so
he was
went
running
to the club and went running. Or is this not a club? Is this a restaurant? Because it could be a restaurant. Anyway, let's try and screen share this, see if this is going to work. Who you fighting, dog? So this Earl somewhere getting his two-step on Yella Beeza's Instagram 17 hours ago. Oh, there are shots on the table. So, I mean, that could be soda. And those
Floyd has shots to run him all the time. Don't drink.
That could be water. That could be water, gentlemen. That could be water. But this is Earl getting his
even if it isn't water, who said he drinking?
He getting his two-step on. You know what I'm saying? Is that a Trump hat?
Nah, it's a style, but there's a different writing on it.
Okay, man. It's make Errol Spence great again.
Maybe.
So so this
hold on, let me get. I want to get.
This lines up because those other messages on Instagram, right? Those messages. Look, this is what at 1:05. How many hours ago is that? And the other one is from 12. So that kind of lines up. That kind of lines up with the whole little dancing and the shots right here. You know what I mean? But look, again, it don't matter when you're the unified champ. You could feel yourself. You know, you could say things to make the rest of the division get antsy and wary. You know, a few days ago, he also said, like, yo, relax. Everybody, I promise you, y'all gonna get your turn. Ulgas's like, yo, does that mean I'm getting a shot?
Yep.
And look, and that's what you got to do. Closed mouth don't get fed, man. Closed mouth don't get fed. You know, I'd rather have a guy like Ulgas. It's like, yo, raising his hand, can I get the shot? Versus a guy that's like, yo, I don't really need that fight. You know what I mean? Whoever chooses to say things like that. We're going to go out to Cincinnati. Looks like Brandon is on the line. What's going on, my friend?
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. From jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Fire.
Yo, what's up, y'all? I just tuned in. I ain't get to listen to the premise of the show, but all I'm gonna say is, man, I'm not surprised if he don't fight Crawford. You know, like you said, it went from strap season to hunt to foreman season in a matter of like years. So, you know, he's a businessman at the end of the day. It ain't free smoke strap season.
All right.
You know what I can't understand? Instead of went and buying some jewelry, or you know what I mean, the man went and bought a horse, man. Investment. He went right from the ring. He didn't buy no Ferrari. He went to buy a horse. For a reason I don't really understand, like, you know what I'm saying, him wanting to go chill out and for, you know what I mean, a little bit. Okay, look at Mike Garcia, all these other guys build these big houses and stuff like that. What's up with all that? They go chill out in their biggest estate and chill out. What's with it? What's with it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We going out to Buffalo Falls, Davidian. 6'3", ready to join Border Wars. Who want the smoke?
Who won it? Who won it?
What's good, Ness? What's good, Francis? Man, I don't know. I saw the one tweet where he was talking about 2 to 3 more fights and then he'll move up. But I don't know. I still believe we're gonna get the fights that we want. We just have to be patient. 2021 rather. Manny step up to the plate and face Earl or Crawford. Like, I don't want to see Amir Khan. I'm sorry. He don't have a chin, so get him out of the picture. He can't fight. So, I don't know. I'm not worried about him, what he's saying on Twitter. It's not like it's the gospel or something like that. So it's, I think we're going to get the fights that we want to see is what I'm saying. So, God bless y'all. Peace.
Bless. Yo, he right.
Why they say no? Why they say nothing to Canelo? Well, Canelo after his fight went and bought that big stallion and was riding it around.
Because Canelo is a billionaire, man. He's super rich.
So that's why Earl's on his way to be super rich, bro.
I'm saying
But
Canelo
Earl's about to be dumb rich in a few.
Yeah, but Canelo had 8 careers already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Canelo, you seen he was in Monaco driving race cars. Like, that's what, he rich. You know what I'm saying? Not that matters to me. Like, Earl's entitled to do whatever the hell he want. You know what I'm saying? And you absolutely right. I like what you said about, he could be out here buying cars. He buying a horse. I'm pretty sure those horses, the value doesn't depreciate like a car. You take a car off. You take a car off a lot, man. That shit automatically start dropping. A horse sometimes goes up, man. Depending on,
of course, especially the breed, the line, and the bloodline, and all that stuff.
Yeah, man. But let me go on out here to what's looking like.
Yo, one horse calf is like 25,000-30,000, bro.
What?
Like to buy one horse
stable?
Like, just one like baby horse or whatnot. It's like 20. It's almost 40 G's, man.
Yeah. I mean, I know keeping them fed is expensive too.
Hell yeah.
From what I've seen on TV. So yeah, man, look. Everybody got hobbies, man. Regular people got dogs. Rich people got horses, man. That's how it go.
Or a farm.
We going out to Greatness in Harlem. What up?
Yo, Ness, how we living, man? How we living?
Oh, hustling, baby, hustling.
That's what's up, man. Yo, Francis, man, how we living, man? Good to see you, bro.
What's up, brother? I'm blessed. Thanks.
That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. Yo, I'm pretty confident. I'm unsure who was the last caller before, but I agree, man. I'm confident that we're gonna get the fights that we want to see in that perfect world. I'm not concerned. Ultimately, is what I'm saying. I think that Errol and Terence Crawford will fight at 147, and because I wish I could remember the interview where I seen it at, man. Where I know I heard them both say, they will fight each other before they move up, and I'm sticking with that. So shout outs to all the fighters, man, for doing their thing. Definitely health is their wealth for sure. We want to make sure that they're healthy because they put their lives on the line. And shout outs to TDV. And yo, Ines, man, I never congratulated you, man. You over there choking on that good gas. But I never congratulated you on you getting your house, man. I don't know too much about it, but if you got that house, man, you closed that deal, man. Shout outs to you, man. Bless.
Not yet, but should be getting some news before the new year. And I'll keep you guys posted. But thank you for the kind words, man. I'm hoping, man, fingers crossed, man. I'm hoping that for January 1st or at least the 7th, man, I could be chilling under the new weather.
Here we go. Bless, man. Yeah, you already know, man. It's East Coast, man. You about to leave at the right time because we about to go. What they said on Game of Thrones, the winter is coming.
Word, man. Winter is coming. I'm trying to get the hell up out of here, man. Yo, I cannot wait. You don't even understand. I feel like a kid again, bro. I feel like I keep telling myself like how I'm gonna be walking or running every day. There's a park in the neighborhood that I can literally walk to. you know, I'm extra excited, man. So hopefully shit goes right. You know, you just never know when it comes to this type of stuff. But we got some super chats I want to get to, man. Shout out to everybody showing us the super chat love and just engaging, man. You know, super chatting is definitely a way to get your opinion out there to the rest of the community. We got Boston Jared. Go for it.
Yeah, Boston Jared. A fight with Fundora in Texas, a 1.5 from now could be major.
What was that? 1.5 from now, maybe 1.5 years.
Half year from now, yeah, I would assume.
I mean,
so, yeah.
I don't know about major, man. Fundora, he ain't doing it. Like, yes, he's starting to be interesting and intriguing, but he's not crossover. Like, what the fuck does Errol get? Errol fighting Fundora is like Bud fighting Patrick Teixeira. It's just a 54 title. Like, you just showing people you can move up and beat up a 54 pounder. It's not a big fight, man. Those fights are not big. Those are just Passover fights. Like, okay, he's doing that. Well, this is what I'm going to do in the meantime type of fight. That's not a big fight, man. We got Chizzy once again who says, Bud fellas taking the tweets and running. Laugh out loud emoji. So basically he's saying that, you know, the Bud fans want to say that these tweets are real, that he is going to retire because he don't want to face Crawford. But I think the truth of the matter is this, Francis. One of those other callers said it earlier. I'm sorry I can't remember your name, champ. But, I think it was a super chat where he said, it was my man, De Lo Mio, KDR, said it in the super chat. He said, Bud predicted this, man. He said, you know, that people gonna say he's too weak and he stayed at 47 too long. You know, Earl had that same issue. You know, when he fought Kellbrook, people were saying that. Eddie was saying that. Kellbrook was saying that they couldn't make 147. So it took some of the luster away from Earl's win over Kellbrook because there was that stigma that did he struggle to make the weight.
Absolutely.
And that's not what Bud wants, man. Bud don't want to fight an Earl that stood in the division too long. He wants him now. So that's, damn, imagine he predicted that shit and that's how it goes down.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be real crazy. Looking like we about to hit Trey, you finally gonna talk? Yo, let us hear your voice in number 1 over there on the Pick'em League, man. What's up?
My voice, stop playing, man.
I never heard you in my life, bro.
You had heard me, man. When you do Bud talk, I call him sometimes. But yeah, I see scrap season with the rent season, but it's cool, man. We know it was free smoke. I know he don't want the Bud smoke. Y'all can just give him all the excuses he want, but I think he waiting on Mel to move up, but until then, he probably gonna fight Pacquiao and Porter. I don't see Crawford because he just don't want that smoke. That's like a different type of smoke. The smoke you on right now, choking. So that's all.
So what's the third fight though? Because he said 2 to 3 more fights. Who you?
It's Pacquiao and Porter, man. Like Thurman ain't getting a shot. Maybe he'll throw in Ugas because he feels sorry for him. I don't know, but it's Porter, Pac-Man, and Canelo because he want that bad. So. You know.
All right. Yo, I like how he said throw in Ugas because he feel bad for him. Then I wish someone throw me a bone because they feel bad. Yo, you throw Ugas a bone, that's like $1 million bone. Maybe what, $750,000 for his ass?
No, he making over $1 million for that. Come on, for that fight against her.
Man, you tripping? Hold on. On paper, he ain't making over $1 million. Just think about it. You know, you got bigger names like
he might make 1.5 on paper.
No, listen. You got bigger names like Porter, Thurman, and Danny making that on paper. There ain't no way they gonna put on paper Ugas getting that shit, man. Get out of here. Hell no, man. Hell no. I don't think so anyway. But I could be wrong, man. We gonna go out to Coach.
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Terence.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him. You want to bet? You bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million.
Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Yo, Ness.
Yo.
I just literally jumped on. Is he talking about retirement?
That's what it
Oh, my
sounded
God.
like. I mean, it's up to you how you interpret it. Have you read it?
Listen, this is a immediate reaction. I got 2 more calls. I'll probably listen to everybody else. Man, I'm not gonna get caught up with this game, man. I know these niggas play these games. They want to string us along. They want to tie our fan emotions and all stuff like that. If EJ won't go out at one weight class and then retire, I don't want to hear this big fish, top dog shit. I don't want to hear it. I mean, the dude never accomplished and never set out what he said he was doing for us, becoming undisputed and being the best welterweight there. He won't no longer say he the top dog if he ain't willing to fight the best guys that are there. And y'all can, his fans can support it. I won't support it. I just call a spade a spade. He was another one that got lost in the sauce. That's my call.
Thank you for your call, man.
I wonder if everybody feels like that though. Like, you know, like off the top, Judah, Usyk, Crawford. Who else is undisputed?
At the lower weights?
I mean, off the top. Like, I'm not a historian.
Oh, Lennox 2-time, you know.
Okay. Who else?
No, Vlad was unified.
Cause Danny is considered. He was the man at 140. He wasn't undisputed.
No, he was unified.
But don't nobody say he wasn't the man at 140. He beat everybody that was somebody. You know what I'm saying? Without being undisputed. So, I mean, if you missing that one piece on the board, man, it's like a bowling pin. It's like I said, man, if you can't knock over all the pins, you still get points. If one pin standing, you still get points. Nah, you ain't get a full strike, but you still get points, man. They saying Tyson was undisputed and Spinks and Evander. That's what I'm saying. Look, it's not that many people to do that. So, you know, it's not like it's a knock on you if you can't. I mean, was Floyd ever undisputed?
No, I don't think so.
Brandon said y'all giving wrong information. What wrong information, Chat?
Yeah, please. Sure, give us the right information.
You ain't even super chatting talking about we wrong. You wrong. You wrong for not super chatting. Let me go to who we got here. That's right. We ain't go to this man yet.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com. I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believes he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what's good, y'all?
What up?
I read what he said, and I didn't take that like that. I believe it's going to be how it is. Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence. Bud's going to be getting his fight pretty soon with Errol. He just got to go through Sean. Keep Thurman guys for the belt. And that's just how it is. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. I didn't take that comment and that statement as him going to retire. I mean, it's a good, way to push some narratives, but nah, I didn't take that.
So
that's my call.
Wait. So there's two tweets 10 minutes apart. One says 2 to 3 more fights, then I'm moving up. Pick those 2 to 3 more fights. What order and who?
Manny Pacquiao, Bud, if he beats Sean Porter, and then Keith Thurman.
So you think Pacquiao
for the full unification?
All right.
And if I would have took that statement serious, I should have took Bud's Twitter statement serious. But he's not going to move to 135. That's my call.
Yeah, I didn't take that one serious too. I was going to jump on that because
the way Bob saying
the way Bob talking, the way Bob want him to go down to 140 and shit. So I was going to kind of take it serious, but then I'm like, you know what? Let me not. But I was gonna do like a frustration show on it, like, you know, look, he that frustrated. My man contemplating going down to 135. So yeah, man, it's a weird situation, man. Looks like we got a Cash App. Okay, that's for Untitled. We got you, Anthony. We got you. He dropped another long one on Untitled. Hopefully, we get that. Remember, Untitled tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern on Patreon only. Did we go to JT in New Orleans? I think he did.
Yeah, we did it.
We did? All right. Let's go out to King
I could be wrong, JT, yeah.
Well, he'll text me. We'll go to King Amin.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Hey, Amin.
Yo.
Yo.
Y'all can hear me?
We hear you.
Yo, nah, man. Listen, if Earl 2 fights left, 3 fights left, and it's not Bud and Pac-Man, like, nah, yo, he ain't got to cash no checks for Ugas. You know what I'm saying? Ugas don't need that. We need that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no way possible he could even be considered great because, yeah, you know, what is y'all trying to, not y'all, I'm saying, like, the uniform, nah, because, nah, it just doesn't fit the right narrative. Now, if he beat Pac-Man and he still never fight Bud, I don't know, man. He got to fight Bud Crawford. I'm not gonna waste nobody else's time, man. I'm out.
All right. I mean, I think he do gotta fight Bud because it's so different than Pacquiao Mayweather. They were smaller weights moving up. You know what I mean? But Bud may not be able to go as high as Earl because Bud started at a different weight. So, you know, Earl needs to handle that shit now. You don't want to, like, why leave the division and not and leave a super fight on the table that you can't make? Like, it ain't like you got super fights waiting for you at that other division.
Right, exactly. Why would you leave that super fight in a division to go in a division where there
unless he's
isn't
going straight to 60? Unless it's like, yo, I fought Pacquiao, I fought Porter, and we negotiated with Canelo, and I'm at 60. That's it. But to stop at 54 and not fight Bud is like, who you fighting at 54 again? Like, what you doing over there? I don't know. J-Mac, I'm going to come back to you because...
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part and all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J-Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So official with it. Only check the stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Next, I only got a minute.
He said, "Get ready for the Mac attack."
Whoa!
He whispered that. I love it.
Yo, hey, shout out to Justo. He was patient with me. We put that together. I didn't know when he was gonna sit it in and stuff like that, but he did it. He did his damn thing, y'all. Shout out to Justo, man. Holler at him. Get the number from Ness. Y'all seen what he put together for me. He'll listen to what you want and put the words together how you want. He's a true artist, man. Definitely shout out to him. Damn, I was a little caught off guard.
Nah, man. It was fire.
Hey, I didn't listen to the article. I'll say this, man. But come on, man. Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao, man. Pacquiao is a great fighter. I think Pacquiao was more unlatched to Mayweather. Nowadays, if you beat him, so what? Spence is Bud is Spence Pacquiao, and the other way around, man. And for the dudes not to take that much respect and just take care of the fight like it's supposed to, I would find it hella disrespectful. I mean, I'm sure if Spence moved up and he got good fights on his belt, I'll find ways to cheer that on, but I will always feel some type of way about him not fighting Bud. The same way around, man. I mean, dude move up like I heard. We never had a problem with dudes moving up as in accomplishing what Bud had prior to the sport. But all of a sudden, since we fans of one fighter, a dude moves up and we feel like he got to do this, he got to jump over the barricades, he got to bust somebody across his head, he got to get in a fight with the dude's fans and shit like that. Man, these dudes should just fight each other, and that way we can call it the best. We don't even need to see.
Cut it. Super Max, Boomerang. Yo.
My bad. I try to get on mute. Yo, Coach, I hear you over there grinning and blushing with your new intro. That's cool. It's still Bud, so it's still whack. But, shout out to Coach J-Mac, man. Best coach in Border Wars. Hey, look, like I said, man, it's the same way we can't buy too much into what Crawford says and how he's the one who said it'll never happen before. We can't do that much for Errol. Also, remember, Errol's victory party was just this past weekend. That's probably where the Yellow Beezy IG come from. But, look, man, if you ask me if Errol was to retire in 3 fights, then yeah, you put Canelo in there. The only way Errol can get away and have greatness, and this is Errol Spence fan, be considered a great and not fight Bud, he'd have to go and knock out Canelo to get a pass from, at least from me. I'm not sure that he.
Cut it. Hey yo, King Born here. What up?
Yo, you hear me?
We hear you.
Listen, man, let me tell y'all right now. Word is born. That's like a fiend, right? Giving you a radio, trying to sell you a radio, right? When you open up the box, it's the radio, but all the wires and stuff is damaged and inside is rotten. Fake news, ain't nobody going for that, ain't nobody hyped for that. Yo, Errol, you talking about you on a horse and on a pony and all that, man? Talking about you 30, talking about retiring? You can't retire till you fight dudes that called you out and wanted to fight you. Bottom line, we ain't getting to back and forth and off and forth and back and forth and off and off. We ain't doing that. Like I said, you gotta fight dudes who called you out, who want all the smoke with you. That's how you gonna get your respect. You heard? If Crawford wants you, take his head off. If Pacquiao, but you going for Pacquiao, you trying to get the money. Yeah, but you got money. So stop fronting. Fight dudes that's calling you out, man. Let's get to it, y'all. This where the bullshit stopped today with this bullshit.
Cut it. Hey, yo, how Jemmy got the Nest GTO emoji and I don't even got... Oh, shit, how Sam got the Al Heyman? Sam got the Al Heyman. Yo, Chizzy got the Nest. How come I ain't got the Nest, man? What's up with that, man? I got to refresh my... Let me refresh my YouTube. Fuck that. Yo, someone just put the Al Heyman in the chat, bruh. Oh.
Yeah, that shit's wild. Yeah, see, that's your face right there, too.
It updated. There's more emojis there. Oh, they added Al. Oh, just me and Al. That's crazy. Yo, shout out to YouTube. Yo, they got the Ness and Bud face off. Let's go. We got Dom. What's going on? Let me get a boomerang.
Yeah, just like we gotta keep it, 100. If we would took what someone said on Twitter serious, we gotta, no, we're not gonna do that. I don't think the dude's gonna retire. Dude got plenty of potential. He somehow survived a car crash and still won a fight with Danny. supposed to be, everybody said, who had all that power too, and didn't really get his jaw and teeth broken. You know, like some people were saying, his teeth were going to be in the mouthpiece. I can't wait to see Manny Pacquiao Spence, and then after that, Bud, and then maybe Keith Thurman if he wants it. That's my call.
All right. Yo, why they using the Broner emoji talking about Francis on Goddard?
They stay trying to get me with that.
We going to Trey, G Trey in the Bay. What up? No Trey in the Bay? No Trey in the Bay? Stone Bone Boomerang.
What up?
What up?
Yeah. Hey.
Yo, did we lose you, champ? Stone Bone. Skype it definitely restarted. All right, Stillbone went into the Skype abyss with the super chat from Mad Bent that says Spence doing Mayweather, keeping people talking. You think that's what it is? What you think?
That's crazy. He definitely showing that y'all keep talking, man. You'll never get a fight if you keep talking.
Stonebone, we right back at you, champ.
Stonebone.
Skype had a little restart, so go ahead and restart.
Yeah, because you knew you were gonna say something crazy. Not messing with you.
No, I was just saying, we saw the numbers that Pacquiao wanted to fight Crawford, right? 23.5. So the onus is on Al Heyman to put that 25 million up front to get him to fight Earl. Pacquiao is after the bag. Whoever gonna pay him the most, he gonna take that fight. So the onus need to be put on Al Heyman. The 10 million guarantees for the Keiths and the Browners is not gonna work. 23.5 was the minimal guarantee to fight Crawford. So he got to match that to get Earl that fight. It's that simple. And Francis, nobody is mad at Earl for having a ranch and buying horses. The reason we making fun of him is because when people found out, Bud built a private lake on his estate in Nebraska, they say, he just like fishing. He don't want to do nothing but go to Nebraska and fish. But that was a talking point from the Errol Spence fans. But Bud never said, hey, you want to fight Earl? Yeah, I'm going to go back to my private lake and fish. No. He said, yeah, I want to fight Earl. I want to unify.
Cut it. See, that I can respect. Those people who was talking about Crawford buying his lake and stuff, they don't know shit. They don't know nothing. They talking crazy. But yeah, I hate you. I hear you. Go ahead, Ness.
I mean, Boomerang, or did we give you that? I mean. All right. Yo, Ness GTO, wait. Oh, there he goes. What up, my man?
Yeah, right quick, yo. Yeah. Canelo, if somehow Errol Spence takes the Canelo, because it's all about legacy, man. Yes, I heard somebody say, yeah, maybe Manny Pacquiao ain't worth the fight, but yo, it's legacy. You know what I'm saying? Having the Manny Pacquiao scalp, that's a hell of a something on your legacy if you're gonna stay in one division and then maybe jump out there and just do that legacy fight, end up beating Canelo. Then he could ride off into the sunset on them damn horses. But until then, man, I don't want to see him in no Ferraris, and I don't want to see him in no damn horses. Get your ass in the ring and fight Bud Crawford, champ. That's my call.
Ooh, Amin's ready to fight.
Yo, why they so violent with
Amin's ready to fight.
Everybody's so violent with Bud, like I mean with
Earl.
Like he ain't been fighting, dog. Like he ain't been fighting nobody. I don't want to hear that horse shit, man. Get in there and fight, man. It's like, damn, bro. Like you acting like he ain't just unified. Like he ain't just fight Porter. Like he ain't just fight Danny. Like
he went to another man's backyard and took his strap from him. Like y'all tripping, man.
No, it's that we fickle, man. We forget, man. It's that whole Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Shit, man. And even though he just fought Saturday, that ain't enough. You know, even though he just flipped over, that ain't enough. It's crazy, man. But listen, man. That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. We gonna be right back on Patreon for a show on Untitled. Shout out to everybody with the emojis, man. They making sentences with them shit. My man said thanks, Ness and TBV, for another another one. Support the show and show some love. If not, you are a big Dazn. That's KDR.
R799.
KDDR. And then LV Slugger said we need Alex Lioness emoji because Ness don't know how to read super chats right. What? Man, what super chat you put today that I ain't read right? You tripping. The LV Slugger, he said more worried about hashtag ranch season rather than hashtag strap season. Either one or two on most pound for pound rankings. Hashtag dare to be great. I mean, what you trying to tell me, bruv? I'm still lost. We got my Iron Throne. Ain't this Alex Lemon? He says, with Bud net worth being $6 million, if he said he was good and gonna retire, he would be called Duck Crawford. I mean, I'm sure people would have a different energy if it was him saying it, bro. I ain't gonna front. Now they telling me the next IG. I don't even know where my phone at, do me. I'm on more work, man. No play, man. But anyway, we out, man. Catch us on Patreon in half hour. Peace.
You already know what it is, man. Next up, Sports Talk. NEXUP Sports Talk. IG, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and the subscribe button. It helps with the visibility. And check out membership, man. We got some dope emojis out. Peace.
Yes, sir.